Day 61. Walking the 5, or it's called the Gold Head Highway. I am north of Kamloops quite a way at this point, and about 8 or 9 miles south of Barriere. Got about hour and a half, maybe more of walking. The river's down below. Came from that way. All trees and mountainside. It's pretty out here. Looks like this area was burned in the past. There's still remains of burnt up trees and stuff like that. So this area began to look you know, more suitable for grizzlies. So I was listening to a podcast that plays music, but figured it's probably better. It's getting later in the day. This is when bears start migrating down towards the water, off of the mountains and down to the water, which is just over there to my left. So I figured it's probably wise to keep my ears open and always check behind me, make sure there's no road bears following. Heard some horror stories about that back in Kamloops, which wasn't my first time hearing stories pretty similar to that. Actually read a book about a long distance walker where he had exactly that happen. He didn't even know a grizzly was walking behind him, and luckily the cars that were coming towards him all stopped, started pointing, and he looked behind him and there's a big grizzly walking right behind him. So try to keep myself aware at all times and watch for stuff like that. But other than that, it's been a pretty good day. I'll break 30, get like a low 30, like maybe 31, 32, 33, somewhere in there. Mild day. Slept in an extra hour. Gave myself it. And yeah, I stopped at a fruit stand today too. I feel like the fruit's pretty reasonably priced up here in Canada because they're growing it like literally right out in these fields, and everything's just blooming right now. So find some good prices on certain types of fruits and been making the buys and enjoying them. So found quite a few things today. Found a nice pocket knife, which I'll probably just end up giving to somebody. But I also found a chair, which I've hooked onto the side of my cart. And what else did I find? Oh, I found like a little bell. I think it was like a bear bell. So I've been thinking of this idea of maybe getting some extra paracord. I won't buy it, but find all kinds of things out here on the road. So I'll probably find some more paracord or thin string. I was thinking it couldn't hurt when I've got a bit of time before sundown, if I start doing a quick perimeter around my campsite. And if I find enough bells along the way, I could kind of make like a booby trap. Not to catch a bear, but to signal, hopefully, you know, like a tripwire, like the bear will hit the line and it would jingle some bells and it'll kind of notify me if some kind of creature, mainly for grizzlies, kind of like an alarm system. That's what I was playing with. Got nothing but time to think out here, so it's kind of something I was thinking about. Might try it. I also found a cell phone, a really nice like Galaxy S6 cell phone that wasn't damaged, but it must have fell out of somebody's pocket, maybe riding motorcycles or somehow out of a car. But I found that, and shortly after that I found a credit card, and it didn't seem like it'd been out there very long, so I turned both of those in at the fruit stand because I won't quite make it into Barriere tonight. The river down there, and by morning probably there won't be much open when I'm passing by. So I explained that to the woman, and she said she would be happy to see if she could get them back to the rightful owners. So just never know, all kinds of stuff out here on the road. So that's what I'm up to. Wearing my nice new red synthetic tee that Runner's Soul, a great running store in Kamloops, gave me. I'm also wearing my new shoes. I was just gonna wear them for a bit today to break them in, because these shoes still aren't too bad, but once I got the Velcro on there and they worked with my gaiters, and they haven't hurt my feet at all breaking them in, so I've just kept them on all day. I'm also trying out a pair of those socks that they gave me, so wearing all kinds of new apparel today. Anyways, hope you guys are good. Canada has really bad service for Verizon because they don't have Verizon, so it's been kind of hard to update and like load videos. I actually have a video that is trying to load and just service hasn't been good since, so that one was like mid-load, never made it. So I'll get this posted when I can. Bear with me. Anyways, peace and love. Till next time. Toes from British Columbia. Out.